Someone says, what's the future? Vaughn Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So, hold on. Here we go. So, let's check this out. So, all right. That's interesting. I already have people in chat. So I have someone in my lives. My Discord is already like giving his 2 cents. I'm like, why don't you hop in the chat and say it? Come on. So I didn't mean to stream over Chan's long box, by the way, but I wanted to talk about this, and it just happened to work out that way. So this is some crazy stuff. Apparently, so I've been waiting for this, waiting for Beau to fire back at Disney. I'm gonna try and be as unbiased as possible. So full disclosure, I have talked to Beau on a live stream. He was very nice to me. I like his, his work on X-Men 97. I think it's fantastic. I like his approach to how he handles this stuff. What's going on, Jules? It said Juju in the chat. So this is some hashtag drama. Dude, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. All right, I'm going to try and be unbiased here because, like I said, I will admit that I am biased towards Beau, but if he has done everything that he has been accused of, no bueno. But if it's fabricated in any way, that is... All right, the T. All right, okay. Oh, boy. Shit. So here's the thing. I have the article pulled up that I didn't read beforehand because I was working, and B, I was like, I'll go through it live on stream. Okay, so X-Men 97 comes out. Right before it comes out, Beau Demayo, the showrunner and lead writer, is fired. Like right before the show drops. And everyone was like, it's weird. All right, we're going to get into this. So this is the allegation. We will get into this. So people were like, what's going on for a while? Now let the record show. I have been on, me and my buddy Zach, my buddy Jay, a bunch of others were on a show where every week we would do an episode of X-Men 97. And Beau came on the first episode and talked to us. Just this guy, the creator of... hold on, let me see if I can find it. The creator of the show came up and talked to us nobodies. And he just seemed really cool, really genuine. And now I want to talk about it. Where is our Beau interview? Why can I not find it? Hold on. Where is it? Where the hell is our... Give me a second. I got to find this. Where is it, Jay? Oh, here we go. All right, it's real. So we talked to Beau. He was super cool. Yeah. So here's the thing. Now the company that went after him, is also known for this thing called lying and slandering. Disney, look at what they did to Gina Carano. Look at how they massacred my girl. Now, does that mean that Beau is innocent? No, of course not. But we're going to go into the evidence. I was even having a discussion with a friend recently. What's going on, Emily? What's going on, Phil? Happy belated birthday, Phil. So I was talking with a friend, and we were like discussing this. And I was like, well, hold on, let's wait for evidence like that. Why would someone make this up? That is a good question. Why would someone make this up? And I was like, well, maybe because Beau seemed to be the type of guy, everyone was saying X-Men 97 was going to be a very much like current year, heavily propaganda show. And we all thought X-Men 97 was that. And what's funny is when Beau came on, he said he would have been right there along with us. if that was the case. If he said that as a fan, he feels a lot of the same way. But no, Beau is just like, put the characters first, put the show first, represent the characters. We are a shepherd for the characters. Beau also, and this is true, there was a leak a while ago from someone who worked on The Witcher. Someone in the writer's room said that they were discarding the source material, that they were blatantly disrespecting the source material. That was Beau Demayo. So now you put a guy like that on X-Men. Now, Beau is a huge comic book fan. He loves comics. He knows his stuff. And you could tell from the show, he'll pull lines from comics. He pulls from a lot of Claremont's run, as well as some other stuff. This is a guy who really knows the characters and puts the characters first. And so people have theorized that maybe that was part of why Disney didn't like him. He has the right politics, but he's also very respectful of people with differing views. He's very cordial. He mentioned that yes, he put some of his politics in the show, but they tried to do it in a way where it was universal, right? So that's my thoughts on Beau as a writer. I think he is an amazing, amazing X-Men writer. Great showrunner. Now, here come the allegations. So apparently, do I need to read another article? All right. Fuck it. We're going to go through the whole. All right. Does this article recap everything? All right. It does. It does. Okay. It's going to give us the tea. We're going to sip it. That was so cringe. I'm sorry. Deadline, ladies and gentlemen. I have the receipts. Beau Demayo decries Marvel's criminal working conditions, goes to court to overturn illegal Disney NDA. By the way, Beau, he took a social media break. Okay, hang on. First of all, I got to go back for a second. I'm sorry. I got to go back. What the hell was that sound? Hold on. I just got a Facebook message, but it sounded like a doorbell. Why did it sound like a doorbell? My ADHD is really bad, guys. I've been pretty focused, though, for most of the day. Anyway, let me find this tweet from Beau. Beau Demayo went on all socials. Okay, here we go. Apparently, yeah, I don't know. Some interesting stuff. So he started teasing that perhaps there was some stuff going on behind the scenes. Now, I've been an avid user of the Bring Back Beau Demayo hashtag. And so then he tweets this out, August 15th. He goes, firstly, I'm so grateful to have worked on X-Men 97, collaborating with some amazingly talented folks. Creating this revival was a dream come true, and the true support fans have shown is so touching. However, I felt it pressing for me to speak up in the wake of leaving the show. So hold on, that's an interesting way of phrasing it. Happy Pride is what he says. So this is a Pride post from June 4th of this year, I guess. All right, why are my Facebook notifications so loud? I'm closing them. It's really loud. You guys can't even hear it. I don't know why. Oh my God, the Discord sound too. All right. Above is X-Men fan art I posted on Instagram for Gay Pride in June. On June 13th, Marvel sent a letter notifying me that they stripped my season 2 credits due to this post. Sadly, this is the latest in a troubling pattern I suffered through while working on X-Men 97 and Blade. He worked on Blade? I didn't know that. If he worked on Blade, it's probably good. I'll have more to say soon, but must take a step back from social media to find a safer space for me to be out, proud, and nerdy. Stay tuned. All right. So that's what he said, which is interesting. Because that's what I mean. That's what he said. That's the thing. Why can't anyone draw me like this, but it's Gambit? All right, funny story with Phil and Gambit. So we were hanging at Heroes Con. Yeah, this is an interesting part of it too. I saw that and I was like, this is all right. So yeah, Beau is like a gay black guy, and a lot of people assumed that it was just going to be, that's why he was hired. And he's like, no, he's hired because he's very talented and because he puts the characters and all that first, right? But anyway, I don't see anything wrong with this post. Personally, it's like a guy, whatever. It's not too bad. It's really not. Kind of innocent looking. He's just a buff guy. I've seen stuff like this in all ages comics. Like, it's really not crazy. Anyway, so if that is true, that is wild. That is a wild reason to get fired. Then he says the truth revealed after their Disney Plus disaster. Marvel wants to mislead with alleged contact breaches over tweets. It's tragic. It's come to this, but unsurprising. Stay tuned. So this article from Variety comes out. Now we go. He goes on a vacation. He's posting this kind of stuff. And he goes on a social media break. The only play now, this was a very bizarre move. This morning I said the only place I know the truth. Don't go to Demayo.com. This is the part where I'm like, all right, I'm missing some stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on, let me go back. I'm sorry, I should have put this. But basically, after he goes on a social media break, a bunch of articles about Beau come out accusing him of allegedly sending pictures of his body in heroic poses. Heroic poses naked to people as inspiration. Now, that was the allegations. I think groping was among them. I'll have to double check that. But a lot of crazy stuff. So Beau fires at them. They fire back. Then Beau goes and break. Beau fires. They fire back. And Beau has been quiet until he posts these things that he's on vacation. And today he finally broke his silence after weeks of Disney accusing Disney saying that he was sending nude stuff to coworkers and whatever. And the weird part of this is this link takes you to a link tree that includes his OnlyFans. And I'm like, maybe now's not the time. So I was like, that is sus. I'm not gonna lie, that's weird. And it's like his confession is, or his side of the story is on OnlyFans. So that's what Phil was talking about. Vaughn, I'm gonna have to sub to the OnlyFans to get the real scoop. I don't know. All right. So Dean James is not a fan. Dude, give it up. Beau is lying out of his bum. Why would you paywall your big statement of innocence? Show no receipt. It's I said from the beginning, you came in late. You're taking me out of context here. I'm just trying to analyze the situation. So now we're going to read an article and we'll see. We will see. Because we all know Disney has never lied to destroy people's careers like Gina Carano. I'm not saying they did that in this case. These are very oddly specific allegations. You know what I mean? So let's see. I have the receipts. Beau Demayo decries Marvel's criminal working conditions, goes to court to overturn illegal Disney NDA. All right. Let's see if this addresses everything. These allegations of egregious misconduct are false, said former X-Men 90 show showrunner Beau Demayo today about the dark cloud. Oh, that's my villain's name. Of gossip over his sudden pink slipping by Marvel/DC from the Emmy-nominated animated series just before its debut earlier this year. Flipping the script, the season scribe called out Marvel its alleged toxic environment and near criminal working conditions that turns individuals against one another, stokes paranoia to ensure compliance. Okay. Months after Demayo's exit in March, Marvel/Disney exclaimed in August that he was fired because of the egregious nature of the findings in a misconduct probe. Last month, Demayo said that he was let go because of some LGBTQ fan art. Rumors at Disney have swirled around photos supposedly sent to X-Men 97 colleagues and accusations of getting too touchy with people in X-Men 97. Well, before I continue, at this point, like, if the photos are real, the photos are real. So is it alleged or do we have them? Anyway, guess we'll find out. Today, as attorney Brian Friedman filed an expedited jury trial seeking complaint in LA Superior Court to have an allegedly illegal non-disparagement provision removed from the writer's exit package documents. Demayo took to OnlyFans to call BS on Kevin Feige run Marvel and Bob Iger led Disney. All right, like the OnlyFans, I don't like. That's not the. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not making judgment until I see the seed. Vaughn, put your money where your squeaky mouth is. What do you mean? I don't watch your stupid channel. I'm kidding. Maybe I should have. I had your video, but I didn't go through it. Is that true? I know NDAs aren't illegal. I've had people sign them. Anyway. All right, I'll have to watch your video. I haven't seen your video. The rumors being spread around me online are lies. They are offensive, but more concerning is that they're a smear campaign designed to discredit my credibility in order to cover up the egregious prejudicial misconduct stretching from select few crew members on X-Men 97 all the way. All right, whoever wrote this needs to. Is that what he? All the way to the top at Marvel Studios? Demayo declared in his nearly 30-minute remarks to camera on the often explicit subscription social platform. That is not the platform to do this. I will say that. OnlyFans is not the platform to fight the power. Admitting that personality conflicts happen, especially in creative environments like Hollywood, Demayo also acknowledged that he has long known he is not everyone's cup of tea. Yet, in a nutshell, Demayo asserted today that him being gay, black, and open about it at Marvel Studios was the real issue the company had with him and why he was tossed out and later saw his credits to the upcoming season of the Mutant Saga removed. In fact, spotlighting the timeline of his departure, Demayo says that it was only after his initial conversation with company HR that he no longer felt safe at the studio as a gay black man, that he was shown the door. As Demayo bluntly said this morning, in the end, the offenses Marvel and others have leaked are designed to distract you from what really offended them. Someone like me dared to speak truth to people like them. They wanted me to be the black stamp of approval on this project. I declined. They wanted to erase aspects of my personality that clashed with or proved inconvenient with the misguided narratives they wanted to establish. I declined. They tried to intimidate me with both explicit and implied threats. I was not intimidated. Everything they have done since then has been designed not just to silence and smear me, but to crush me and remind me to know my role. Addressing the minutia of his dismissal from Marvel in the weeks of fallout, Demayo laid down a pretty stringent marker for the Mouse House. I have the receipts and the eyewitnesses. So long as you stop coercing them to lie, you can keep attacking me with lies and misinformation, but we can become the ugliest, most annoying version of that. Or you can start acting like a studio that is worthy of a show like X-Men 97. To that end, the filing today from Friedman makes some pretty harsh claims against defendant Marvel Animation Studios for trying to shove Demayo out and shut him up. Demayo, who intends to detail his prior employment with Marvel via OnlyFans, again, dude, bore witness to and endured rampant discriminatory and harassing conduct during his years-long tenure with the company, says the 6-page filing in downtown LA today from the Liner Friedman, Tatelman plus Cooley LLP co-founder. Well aware that Demayo possessed copious knowledge regarding Marvel's illicit and unsafe employment practices, the company sought to silence Demayo as part of his forced ouster. Backed by an army of well-versed employment attorneys, Marvel knowingly incorporated an illegal non-disparagement provision designed to muzzle an openly gay black man and restrict his statutory rights, the complaint adds. And in fact, Marvel invoked the unenforceable provision to justify its nefarious removal of Demayo's credits on the acclaimed series X-Men 97. Specifically to ensure Demayo would keep his bonus writing credits, the provision Demayo's exit NDA states, leader Marvel and artist Demayo hereby agree to seek the prior approval of Marvel on the substance of any press release, news story, announcement, publicity, or comments to the press relating to the change of relationships between the parties in connection with the settlement agreement. The Demayo agreements any part of artist's services to Marvel, including artist work relationships with anyone artist knows to be current or former employee of or representative of Marvel or its affiliated companies, the series, or the early termination of the Demayo agreements. Once the initial mutually approved press release is issued, lender and artist can refer. Did I say leader? I meant lender. Lender and artist can refer such requests to the initial press release without seeking approval. Further, lender, artist, and Marvel hereby agree that the parties will mutually agree in advance on the date of issuance of any press release, news story, announcement, or publicity relating to the change of relationship between the parties in connection with the settlement agreement, the Demayo agreements, or the early termination of the Demayo agreements. Lender and artist shall not make disparaging or derogatory statements or remarks concerning the series or Marvel or its affiliated companies. Anyone they know to be current or former employees or representatives of Marvel or its affiliated companies in a manner that could reasonably be expected to cause reputational injury to Marvel or its affiliated companies. That was a lot of reading, guys. All right, hold on. I see there's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna get to the chat. You guys will have your. I'm just hearing out. I'm reading the article. Calm down. I haven't made a conclusion. Friedman wants the court to strip the non-disparagement provision from Demayo's NDA ASAP. There are only two possible explanations for why Marvel and Disney had Beau sign an NDA that so obviously violated basic California law, the Hollywood heavyweight attorney told Deadline this morning. Either incredulously, Marvel and Disney's hundreds of lawmakers who advise over 250,000 employees all just happened to make a mistake, or Marvel knowingly and intentionally attempted to silence Beau so they could have total control as to why he was no longer at Marvel, why he had his credits removed on season 2, and why he was uninvited to attend the very award show that nominated his hard work for an Emmy. Friedman went on to say, violating Beau's statutory California rights will cost Marvel this case, but more importantly, Marvel can no longer stop the truth from coming out. On the matter of that, neither Demayo or Friedman have named names as of yet. The yet being the operative word here. Disney did not respond to the pressing deadline for comment on Demayo's claims. If or when they do, either directly or in court, this post will be updated. So did he address the nudes thing? So he says, like, basically he has proof that they're lying. What do you mean I'm not supposed to read every word? I'm being thorough. All right, the chat has been going nuts. I was reading the article, guys. Holy shit. Ali and Dean. I've seen his butthole. Wait, what do you mean you've seen his butthole? That was out of context. While researching this dude for my videos, I came across. Oh, okay. You're not supposed to read every word. I disagree. Sticking up for this guy is something the kind of person who uses the term sex worker does. Please, I'm just analyzing the situation. I haven't, like I said, I'm waiting on evidence. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of mention of identity, which is interesting. I don't know. I'm wondering if that really is a. All right, Allie, Jesus. Hold on. All right. We already knew Disney treated their animators like crap. If I remember, Clownfish TV covered this. Yeah, this is still my stance, by the way. Sub to his OnlyFans. I was just messing with Dean James. Dean James draw me as a sexy gambit. I'm not making I'm not making apologetics. Jesus Christ, calm down. I am literally. If that is my work environment, now know how Guantanamo Bay feels. All right. First of all, Disney special contracts, the code of conduct you operate under as an employee, he could have not signed the contract without consenting to it. Okay, but I mean, if I hang on, but I don't know the exact laws But I feel like if someone makes me sign a contract that says I sign away my human rights, even if I sign it willingly, I don't think they're allowed to do that. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm just giving you an extreme example. Like you could still, there are illegal contracts. There's shit you just can't do. I don't know California law. Okay. I did it. All right. First of all, this is my point. Do we know that he sent gay porn to employees? We know that he's been alleged to do it. Do we know for a fact that he did that? This is my whole thing. Evidence. He's been accused of it. I could accuse anyone in this chat of sending me gay porn. Doesn't mean they did it. He's only got 3 posts and 1 to 2 likes on his OnlyFans. Why do you know this? Why do you know this, Paul? How did you get this information? All right. First of all, he's been accused of this. It very much could have happened. I don't want to see his penis, but I do want to know that there's evidence. I like being in Von chat. I get to be bullied instead of getting bullied by my mutuals. Zig has Hostman's Lodge. He has a lot of interesting takes. I feel like we've had interesting back and forth on Twitter. Sometimes we either agree or don't. Because his OnlyFans is public view, you know this, and we all know you know. Hang on. First of all, calm the fuck down. Second of all, yes, his OnlyFans. There's a huge difference between sending someone nudes and having an OnlyFans. Like, if some gay guy is talking to me and he has an OnlyFans and I choose to look at his peen, that's different than if he says me his peen. You know what I mean? If he's like the first one, it's like, I don't want to see that shit. Dean didn't want to see his wiener or butthole. He took. All right. I said that as a joke. Jesus Christ, calm down. I said that as an off the cuff joke. He's being accused, and an employee corroborated the story of him being unbearable at work. Well, didn't people also do that kind of shit with Gina Carano? Like, people can. I'm not saying that they're lying. I'm saying I don't know for a fact. And you guys are acting like I'm crazy for not jumping down the guy's throat. I don't know yet. I'm reading your chats. What am I hang on. What am I missing? Calm down. You read every word of some bullshit article, but I was obviously literally innocent. Correct. I don't listen. There's a lot of shady stuff here. The posting on OnlyFans is I don't. No one said she was a tyrant, but they did say she was an anti-Semite, and that she made anti-Semitic remarks, which is objectively not true. I thought, well, all right, because Ali, people could see it on screen, so I thought they would. All right, fair enough. I will be slow. And you read like 4 words in my chat, and that's I was reading your chat. I didn't realize I had to read it all out loud. All right. Well, all right. He didn't do we know that all right, he is being accused of, correct me if I'm wrong. No, you're supposed to read every word. Okay. All right. My whole thing. No, Ali, you held up the whole stream last time I was in your chat. Woo, what's going on? We are in a heated discussion. This is, by the way, guys, I just want to say, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my channel. So, all right. We know. So let me make sure I have the facts correct. The accusations that are made against him, and I could go through one of those articles too. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that he sent naked pictures to coworkers. Dean, make sure you send Vaughn the gay Phil drawing Dean is doing. Yeah, dude. How about instead of that, I accuse you of sending me a dick pic, and then I go, Phil can corroborate my story. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that he didn't do it. I don't know, but I'm saying you can get someone to corroborate a story for you if you have something out against them. You can absolutely do that. Like, we just had like what happened at his score. I'm waiting on evidence. I'm not saying that he's innocent. I'm not saying that he's guilty either. I don't know. If he did what he is being accused of definitively, that is very bad, and I think he deserved to get fired for that shit. You know? But I want to know definitively that he did it. That he sent nudes to coworkers and all the other stuff. If they can prove it in the court of law, I don't want to see dick. If a judge is like, we have the evidence in custody, it's real. I don't, I believe you. But right now, the way the article reads, it's that he was accused of doing it. Yeah, the evidence wasn't out there while people were dogpiling him, though. It came out like they weren't fire him if the photos weren't gross. I mean, we're talking about Disney here, man. I don't. Like, can we not pretend? Can we let's stop pretending like Disney is a rational company that has been making rational, non-agenda based decisions. Like, that's the thing. We have to for me to accept that he is innocent. We have to accept that Disney is acting rationally, and they've shown in recent years that they tend not to do that. You understand why it's difficult for me to jump to a conclusion here? Based on what evidence? I'm not saying that. What I am saying is it seems to me like they basically wanted him to be, this is my interpretation. What I'm saying is that they probably wanted him to be a gay black guy that would sign off on all their agenda stuff. They wanted him to be their token black gay guy, and he might have not agreed to that. That's a possibility. Again, we don't know. We don't know. They censor their own movies saying the word homo on Disney Plus. Okay. But again, would they if he was going against certain we don't know the details. There's a whole lot of they would do this, they would do that. These are all assumptions. They're not facts. If they can prove that he sent these definitively, not that it's corroborated story, if we know for a fact that he sent unsolicited nudes to members of the team, if we can prove that for a fact, then yeah, he deserved to get fired. The only reason he disagreed is that he could, again, can you prove that? There's a lot of assumptions being made, and I've said theory possibilities, but I don't know. What's my verdict on the stream? I don't have one. This is just the case is going. If he did everything that he's being accused of, that is bad. But it sounds to me like the evidence right now is we have a corroborated story. Okay, do they have pictures? Surely they have pictures, right? Like if you sent them to everyone. And they would have the texts. Okay, here. All right. I could either mod Dean James and have him send the video and we could watch it on stream. Should I send Dean James a link? Well, not necessarily. Listen, I mean, this is hard for me to put myself in that headspace. But I feel like sending a butthole picture to your coworker directly is probably pretty different, no? I don't know. I'm not saying that you should do either, for the record, ladies and gentlemen. You made a video on it. I don't want anything. I'm above it. I'm above it now. I'm E. James. All right, fine. Then we're going to watch your video on stream. You're part of the stream, whether you like it or not. The problem is I want to mod a lot of people, but well, Phil, we know. Oh, yeah, months ago, mate. I'm comics, mate. I hope you know I was joking with you. I haven't seen your video, so I can't call it dumb. I'm just busting your balls. Comics, mate. Your mate. All right. I need to make more videos, man. My channel is a mess. All right, yeah, I did have this saved. I just had. All right, Dean, we're watching your video on my stream. I'm taking Dean's word for it. You're fine. He made videos. Well, the affair isn't over. It's only just begun. You know what, Dean? Do you show? Hang on. Available for members of your OnlyFans, Dean? What do you mean available for members? Ooh, someone disliked this video. Oh, look at that. Hostman has already seen this video. Let's see what Dean said. Regardless. All right. Hermes Nito, you got to do better than that. You can't just say weak arguments. And then when he asks you to explain, you just go, they're just weak. Like, come on. Let's see. Let's see what Mr. James here has to say.
G'day everyone, and welcome to Comics, mate. Your mates in comics from the land down under. I'm Dean James, and today we're going to be talking about something that may annoy even some of my actual friends, but it needs to be said. We're going to be talking about how Beau Demayo, the recently fired showrunner from X-Men 97, should not get his job back. And this whole bring back Beau Demayo hashtag is...
This is what you're addressing me, aren't you? You're addressing me directly. I'm sorry I didn't even see it.
quite frankly stupid.
You get what you fucking deserve!
Wow. Why do you have to get Winnie the Pooh
But before we
killed?
do that, if you haven't already, please like this video to help push it out into the algorithm and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Now let's jump right into why
Well, I subscribed. I still missed your video. I'm sorry.
he deserved to be fired and why you're wrong for wanting him to return. From Comic Book Movie, X-Men 97 showrunner Beau Demayo says denying Morph's feelings for Wolverine is akin to straightwashing.
Wait a minute.
Now hold on a second there, Stone Steve Austin. Straightwashing, as you put it, isn't even a thing. And especially not when we are talking about a character that you just gay-washed and made non-binary for your crappy cartoon. This was the problem.
Hold on. Already, hold on. First of all, it was not a crappy cartoon. It was very well written. You could, if you think that making Morph gay or non-binary or whatever is out of character, that's fine. I don't really give a fuck about Morph. So I was fine with it, and I thought he was enjoyable in the show. But it was not a crappy cartoon by any stretch. You can think, even if Beau did all of these things, that show was very well written. It was true to the source material. It embodied the spirits of the characters. It was the best depiction of sci. I think it was better than the original show based on what I've seen in the original show. All right. Anyway.
Your whole marketing strategy when it came to X-Men 97. You were too concerned with virtue signaling to your alt-left Twitter-brained idiots that you forgot you were supposed to be making a cartoon for everyone. And all that did was make most people not even watch the show, which can be seen now in the ratings of it. The show bombed because you wanted to insert alphabet nonsense into the series when all the audience wanted was a return to the 90s cartoon they all knew and loved. Straight washed. Get out of here.
All right. How many references of gay stuff are in the actual show though? There's like none. There's like maybe like he's gay, and Beau has even admitted at length that yes, it's a one-sided thing. That he has Wolverine is not gay. That Morph is gay for Wolverine. If you want, so that's one character. And even then, he just is gay. It's not like he's. I don't know. I don't really think the whole show is like that. I don't think that's an accurate assessment at all.
Former X-Men 97 showrunner Beau Demayo has hit back at those denying Morph's romantic feelings for Wolverine in Season 1 of the Marvel series, making it clear the one-sided romance was always the plan.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. No, I'm in agreement. No, listen, I'm in agreement on that. The marketing was stupid. What are we blaming Phil for? Whatever it is, I agree with it. Whatever we're blaming Phil for, yes, it's his fault.
So gay washing a character with an established history, calling him non-binary, and putting him in a Tumblr grade creepy gay romance with a fan favorite character in what's supposed to be a kids show was always the plan.
But he wasn't in a romance with Wolverine. He wanted Wolverine. Wolverine didn't want him. That's not a romance. If I'm like, I like this chick, I think she's hot, that doesn't mean I'm in a romance with her. A romance is a two-way street.
He cares more about inserting his alphabet mafia bullshit into everything he works on more than he does respecting the legacy of whatever it is he's supposed to be working on in the first place. Beau Demayo deserved to be fired because regardless of whether or not he is actually a fan of the X-Men.
Wait, Beau's romance... I was on an interview with Beau, and that is the opposite of what Beau said to us. Beau said that it was a one-sided thing, that Wolverine is a straight man, and that this was his experience as a gay man being in love with a straight man, but that Wolverine is clearly straight. That is what Beau has stated in interviews, including the one I was on. So I'm not sure where that quote came from, but it's probably taken out of context because that is not what Beau said. That was not Beau's sentiments. He said that in the finale that Morph kind of, when he turns into Jean Grey to say he loves you to Logan, that's him confessing his love, but also guiding Wolverine through and kind of accepting us that he won't be with Wolverine. No, it's pulling from your experience. Every writer pulls from their experiences. I pull from their experiences. Every writer does. Claremont pulled from his Jewish experiences when he made Magneto a Holocaust survivor. That doesn't make it a self-insert. That doesn't make it... Taking from your experiences does not make it a self-insert. People pull from their experiences all the time. I don't know. I don't buy that at all. You had Claremont would pull from his British heritages. Why do you think there were so many British and Scottish characters that show up right when he takes over the X-Men? Doesn't make it a self-insert because it was still true to the characters. I don't know. Like, if he decided to make a gay character that looked like him, it better be a good character. Anyway.
He is above all else a Twitter activist. Last month, X-Men...
Okay, that was true. He's a very good writer. He's a very good writer. I've read X-Men comics by Twitter activists that are not good writers that go against the core of the source material. Even if he had the exact same politics, right? His writing is much better and much more true to the characters than the activist writers I've read in some of the Krakoa stuff.
97 showrunner Beau Demayo confirmed what we'd long suspected, that Morph does indeed have romantic feelings for Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
That was hinted at in the shower scene earlier in the season, though he's since explained that the non-binary mutants' feelings are one-sided.
Okay.
Nobody, quote, long suspected this before they announced they were changing Morph to be non-binary in the show. A term, by the way, that is utter nonsense and wasn't even a thing in the 90s when this show was supposed to take place. And when people started to suspect this...
Well, hang on. But Beau came on a channel that he knew was mostly right-wing people. He listened and he was cordial with all of us. When people brought up criticisms of, oh, is this going to be agenda-based? He goes, I would have been right along with you. But my goal was, yes, I put my politics, but it was meant to be in a way that everyone can understand. If you listen to the way Beau talks in that interview, he doesn't strike me as that. He strikes me as a left-leaning person, but not a leftist.
This was the case, they weren't excited about it. The proper terminology that should have been used in this sentence is Beau Demayo confirmed what we were long dreading. Because nobody wanted this outside of those same Twitter-brained alt-left freaks I mentioned earlier.
That's cringe.
This bullshit virtue signaling is exactly the reason that this show bombed in the ratings, when by all metrics, an X-Men cartoon should have been a massive success. But Beau Demayo obviously hasn't learned anything from his mistakes.
To be fair, anything Disney is going to bomb in terms of me, because after what they did to Gina Carano and them doubling down, still don't have Disney Plus. I don't know how I watch X-Men 97 though. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. Listen, like I said, I don't know. I do not know. But what's in... Well, all right, first of all, the show is not really a kids show that much. But I didn't think there was anything too bad in the show. I really didn't. I didn't see it that much. It was more grown up than the original. But I don't think that it was necessarily that overt in any way.
In fact, he's doubling down. This added new context to the scene in the finale when Morph transforms into Jean Grey and, in that form, tells Logan that they love him, that he loves him. Saying they right there is grammatically incorrect and just sounds confusing to regular people. Comicbookmovie.com really has fallen hard for the woke grift over the last few years. Every article there is written by complete shills at this point, but let's not get
Exactly.
off topic. Most viewers took it as a way for Morph to comfort his friend on what looked like his
Because most of those fans are grown up. And to be honest with you, this might be a hot take. I think the original 90s show feels like it's a much more dumbed down version of the comics for a lot of the episodes. I'm not saying it's all bad. There are some great episodes. But like, for example, everyone was telling me the Dark Phoenix saga was like an amazing adaptation. I thought it was like a very surface level translation of the Dark Phoenix saga, to be honest with you. Like, I know that's considered one of the best episodes, storylines of the show. But yeah. I don't know. I think that this was a more grown-up show, and I like that.
deathbed. And if he was really confessing his love for Wolverine, why would he do it in disguise? This honestly seems more like sad revisionist history from a failed creator.
No, all right, you're missing the point of this scene. The point of this scene is twofold. And he's explained this. The point of this scene is that he transforms into Jean as a way of giving Logan in his catatonic state, hearing Jean's voice saying, "I love you," would help him recover, right? Also, he is himself saying it. So it's two reasons. And I would say a third too, it's almost him accepting that Logan will never love him. So it's him getting it out of his system and also helping his friend. That's how I read it. That's how I took it immediately, is that it's those things. I don't take it as that. And to me, that makes sense from a character standpoint.
Virtue signal and garner some support from the Alphabet Mafia, which is exactly what ruined his reputation in the first place. Now we know that what initially seemed like the mutant's way of comforting his dying friend was, in fact, a previously secret declaration of love.
Wrong!
Demayo won't
wrong?
return for X-Men 97's upcoming second and third seasons after parting ways with Marvel Studios for reasons which still haven't been revealed. Another dose of misinformation / lie / mistake in this article. There will be a second season because...
Okay, but what's wrong with like having a gay character? Again, I don't think there was anything bad about that. I don't think it was sneaky. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a gay character in your story at all. I think it was done tastefully. If you want to argue that it was going against the core of the character and that the gay washed him, which you can absolutely, I wouldn't, you can say that. That is perfectly fine. But I think the existence of a gay character, I mean, I'm not anti-gay. I'm sorry, I'm not.
They made both the first and second seasons at the same time. But there is no third season.
I agree. Like I said, that is a perfectly valid criticism. If you're like, oh, they went against the character of Morph. Totally fair. My whole thing is I don't give a fuck about Morph. But yeah.
Season confirmed, and I'd bet money that there will be no third season considering how bad this show failed in the ratings at Disney+. Also, the only people pretending they don't know the reason Beau Demayo was fired are the same people pretending that everything is fine at Disney, Marvel, and let's not forget Star Wars. He was fired because he has an OnlyFans where he did brawn. If you Google Beau Demayo, you don't get...
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I never said that. You're not a bigot. You're not a bigot at all. Like I said, if you're against the changes that they should have never made Morph gay, totally fine with that. Like they did, the character absolutely is not the same character. He has a different flamboyant tone, the way he carries himself. They absolutely, if you want to call it gay washing, they absolutely gay washed the character. Oh. But who's they? Was Beau saying that? Or was the marketing team saying that?
pictures of X-Men, you get naked pictures of him with other dudes. His Instagram and Twitter, before he deleted them, were full of X-rated images with some X-Men promotion sprinkled in between. And even Disney knew they couldn't convince people they're still a family-friendly company with this dude as the face of one of their top IPs. He's shared plenty of insights about the show with fans, and recently decided to set the record straight on Morph's feelings for Wolverine. Set the record straight? More like muddy the waters even more in a desperate attempt to remain relevant and build up some more controversy surrounding X-Men 97. Then on top of that, he tries to play victim for his sexuality and his race in current year. What an absolute clown. Check this out. From story Bible to script, Morph's confession to Logan was always romantic. Never mind the fact that there is absolutely no sexual chemistry between them, and the characters' histories never suggested anything like this being a thing for either of them. But as is well established at this point, all Beau Demayo really cares about is forcing LGBT propaganda anywhere he can. I discussed this openly and often during production. Suggesting otherwise, never mind contradicting the intention of a queer writer-showrunner, is both offensive and straightwashing. Oh, give me a break. The showrunner.
That is interesting. It's weird because the way he reads in this, again, it's like, because the fact that the way he came on and talked to us felt very differently. I don't want to judge based on tons of tweets, but he does sound a little different here. Of course, I'll be honest. But it seems like he's talking to someone else as opposed to us, though. You know what I mean? It's weird. Maybe he is full of shit, but I don't know. Listen, he seemed genuine to us. I mean, maybe, but like, again, I don't have like, because this show could have been much worse with that stuff. So that's why it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe. This is interesting. I'm glad. Listen, by the way, when I said stupid video, like, because I know Ali took that very personally. I hope you know that was just an off the cuff joke. I did intend on watching this video. It was literally in my tabs, and then I had to restart. Because first of all, why the fuck does Chrome update like every 5 seconds? All right, I'm sorry. The show was good. The show was good. The show was really good, man. But I think he was open about the fact. But here's the thing. The way he's saying it, like, yeah, it was romantic from Morph's standpoint, right? But that doesn't mean that it's romantic between the two of them. Like, I don't think he never denied that. He never. Hold on. Let's see. He never denied that there was like gay intent behind Morph. What he's rebutted is that people are like, oh, him and Wolverine are gay. Because there were fans that were like, they're saying Wolverine is gay. It's like, no. All right, I disagree. It wasn't member berries, though, because they were actually in character. The Goblin Queen, I did actually confront Beau about this. I said she was wearing too much. Why was she wearing more clothing? And he was like, well, it was because of the pregnancy and because her outfit wasn't practical in animation. I was not against taking her down. But I did confront him. 1 second. Hold on. My mom's calling me. 1 second. All right. Anyway. All right. Let's get back to G. James. That was bad.
Is both offensive and straightwashing. Oh, give me a break. I already debunked your cringe-inducing straightwashing theory, but attempting to play off your race or identity.
Wait, hang on. Do you get demonetized if you say no words? Sus. All right, anyway.
If it somehow shields you from all criticism or automatically makes every decision you make the correct one is honestly pathetic. Especially in this day and age when there are things like affirmative action that literally rewards the mediocre over the exceptional for being born a certain color and not for any real merit. Or gay pride being absolutely everywhere all year round. Nobody gives a shit what color you are, or if you're gay, that won't protect you anymore. You're not some sort of victim because of your race or your sexuality, and you're certainly not special. Grow the fuck up, Beau. To talk about representation and it mattering, and then contradict a gay black creator once they are able to become one of the few showrunners who are gay and black is just disingenuous, he concluded. Oh, how dare I contradict you the way you contradicted decades of lore and history just so you could feel seen. Anyone who claims you need to feel seen in order to enjoy something are just lying to you because of their own massive egos. The idea that I can't relate to a character who doesn't look like me is the biggest lie in modern entertainment history. Trying to pretend like I can't be a massive fan of characters like Blade or Spawn because they don't look...
Confession time. I've never seen Blade. I know I need to see Blade. I've never seen Blade.
like me is absolutely ridiculous, and you should be ashamed of yourself for even claiming such a thing. We're not sure what exactly Demayo might be referring to.
What are you talking about? I'm not. You guys... I know I do need to watch Blade. I know. I'm not. I'm entertaining your side of the argument, but I'm just saying we don't know he's sent pictures of his peen.
We haven't seen any interviews with other X-Men 97 creatives disputing his take on Morph and Wolverine's dynamic, but at least he's cleared things up. Well, of course you're not going to hear it from his team of other activists that I've featured in other videos. That's why he hired them in the first place. Where you will hear it, though, is from lifelong fans of the X-Men and other properties he's worked on, like The Witcher. This guy is an absolute clown who only wants to cry bully his way back into Marvel's pockets so he can continue to spew Alphabet Mafia propaganda into your kids' ears. Anyway, I'm done with this Hashtag bring back Beau Demayo is ridiculous, and he deserves to not only be fired, but blacklisted from Marvel entirely because Lord knows that brand can't take any more hits. But sure, you keep pretending he's cleared things up. That's all I have for you today. My name's Dean James, your mate...
You didn't address the nudes thing. Where is that? Where's the nudes thing? That's the important... That was the whole point we were watching it. I don't agree. Like, I'm sorry, I don't agree. The whole nudes thing. I mean the whole thing that he was woke. I don't know if I agree with that, man. I'm sorry. That scene, different video. You have to go through his whole catalog. Which one was that? Do I have to put more fire in my thumbnails? These are good thumbnails, so we'll say. My ad blocker is normally off for YouTube. Hold on. Because I have my ad blocker. All right, I'll remove from Chrome for now. All right, I just uninstalled ad blocker. No, because he's not, because I've actually talked to him. I had conversations with Beau. He doesn't seem like that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pretend like I agree with you just to appease you. Like, you can't just take someone and judge them based on just tweets. Conversations are key. Hold on. What's going on? I'm getting an Adobe Right now, do I have to address this now? Come on, I'm in the middle of a stream. They have no understanding of how important you guys are to me. All right, this shit keeps popping. I'm sorry, 1 second. Fucking hell. God damn it. What? Why is it still? Oh my god, I'm just gonna ignore it. I don't believe so. To pretend, I don't agree with D. James. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. You said a lot of shit that I just don't agree with. Like the whole show is propaganda. Is it? The whole show? It's not that good. What do you mean? D. James, you know what? Since you're such a big X-Men fan, why don't you tell me your favorite part of Claremont's run? Give me some issue numbers, man. Come on. I'm kidding you. I know you've probably read some of it. Vaughn is being hacked by... What the hell is update where? I'm fucking with you. Alex, I'm not explaining all this again. That is... I don't think I can agree with that. Dude, X-Men 97 was really fucking good. And a woke bomb, I just don't agree with it. All right, which video do you address the fucking the nudes? My favorite issue number, shut up. My favorite is fake Phil's a fake fan? Perhaps, methinks. Someone is jingling keys and Vaughn is that's not true. That's not what X-Men 97 was. Deadpool and Wolverine, I will say, had a lot of key jangling. A lot more than X-Men 97 did. X-Men 97 had key jangling, but it also had a really good story. I felt like it actually did Cyclops justice, which is so refreshing. Even improved on some stuff from the comics. I'm not disagreeing. I called that out. I said that was very weird. I called that out. That is very strange. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's true. But like the fans I know who like it, man. The people who and just not a lot of people watched it, but the fans that watched it liked it. All right, I'm out of here. Going to get back to work. How was that? Was that good? Which video? You gotta tell me which video.
Your future is at your fingertips. Take advantage of the flexibility and diversity of Futures Trade.
G'day, everyone.
All right. So is this it? First of all, I don't like that you're staring into my soul. Which one is it then? Which one is it? Which one do you address? You said I addressed all of this. Which one? Which one did you address the nudes? Because that's the most important stuff. We could go back and forth. Is it woke? Is it not? We can go back and forth on that. The nudes. The nude allegations. Where are they? What? What are you talking about? Hang on. Where do we go? Scan me for the end of the video. Comics we actually enjoy. By the way, you should watch this. This is one video that's this one is really cool. This video, the guest in this video is incredible. Just saying. All right. Did he respond in the chat? Of course he didn't. Coward. Just invite Beau on to about this. I can't. I don't have it. Like, what are you talking about? Jay from Diabolical Souls has this stuff. That would all right. His OnlyFans doesn't prove anything in terms of this specific allegation. The specific allegation is that he sent nudes to coworkers as inspiration. If that is false, that is bad. If that is if that's false, that's bad for. Then it's bad that like they framed him, right? Or that they lied about him. They spread false rumors. But if it's true that they did that, then yeah, he deserved to get fired. But we need to know for a fact that he sent those. You said you addressed all of this. That the whole point we're talking about today is the nudes allegations. All right, back Phil's book. Yeah, you guys can all come on. You know, all right, I'll show off their books. All right. All right. Okay, guys. I hate all of you. All right, we're going to pull Phil Diaz's book. Boom. Ah!
In the dead of night, on the outskirts of Chicago, the line between reality and imagination blurs. And in the moment before you doze off, Simon wakes up to play. He'll seep into your sleep and turn your wildest dreams into your final
Simon
nightmare.
Bisley?
From the worlds of the Kill Journal and the Lost Pages comes this year's most horrifying comic crossover, Psycho Slumber. When the undead is in your head, it will take more than heroes to put it back to rest. You'll need survivors. In Simon's world, the rules are his own, and the only way out is to play his game. This winter, Simon says, "You're next."
Incredible. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Looks good. Everyone make sure you get Phil Diaz's book. Make sure you get all of his books, actually, dude. Hell yeah. All right. Now let's talk about the embrace. Oi, the embrace. Okay, that didn't work. Are you shadow banned? You are, right? Vaughn, why did you launch an Indiegogo? I don't understand. Why did you launch this great platform? Link your book. Well, I don't understand why everyone should be using Indiegogo. It's such a good platform. Such a good platform. Incredible. I know you didn't say that. I'm saying people have told me like, Vaughn, you should launch an Indiegogo. No. All right. Now, to be fair, a lot of people have had payment issues on Fund My Comic. That is the embrace to Indiegogo. Do this. I'm not shadow banned, surprisingly. All right, this deserves more backers. Even separating the art from the artist. I'm kidding, Dean. I like you. I'm just fucking with you. 6 days left. Get the embrace. I ended up, even though I normally get the Rini cover, Dean, I have to confess, I did get your cover. I really like the storytelling, just the look of this. I liked Rini's cover too. I feel like she posted this art a while ago, didn't she? I remember seeing this a while ago. I also like having the trade dressing on the cover generally. Maybe I'll go back for the Rini cover. I do really like that cover, but I don't know, man. I like the composition of this cover. I like the hero in peril. I'm guessing the Rini cover is sold well from experience. That typically tends to happen. Yeah, this deserves more backers. Looks great. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the chat. All right. Now, for the most important comic of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we at with Phenomenova? Let's see. Last I checked. Phenomenova closes out on Sunday as we prep for the printers. So, if you want to back this book, because I know, the second I close out, people are like, I really wanted to get it. Why can't I get it? Why you close out? I've had it open for months, you fuckers. Cooling it down. Interesting. So you can escape communism, but then we have to deal with them. You know what I mean? All right. Now, if you want Phenomenova, here's what you got to do. Oh, yeah, 1 second. Phenomenova issue 1, a 68-page comic book right here. Boom, check this out. Phenomenova, set 20 years after World War III, follows the idealistic son of a war hero as he strikes out to become a superhero inspired by his father's legacy. So if you're interested in this book, definitely check it out. It's something really special, and I think you guys are going to like it. Yeah. First thing I'm going to do, dude, a cage match between me and Dean James. The first Spider-Man movie when they put that's what I want. Me and Dean James cage match, Odin referees. Let's go. Odin's going to side with me. I know it. So we might not be able to even, you know what? Bring it on, pussy. I'll win. I'll kick your ass, Dean James. I'll kill your little cartoon. My cartoon avatar. I'll beat him up. I'll draw a stick figure, a poorly drawn stick figure, beating up your avatar. Get fucked. You know what I'll do? I'm twice your size. You're 10 feet tall. You're almost 12 feet tall. I'm twice your size. I'm like 6 foot. Okay, that's like 3 inches taller than me. There's no way. All right. There's so much cope too. Everyone like $200 on Dean. All right. Bob Knight, the Illboy believes he has powers in the midst of World War III. Will he die to his own folly? Find out this holiday. So anyway, Phenomenova, set 20 years after World War III, follows the idealistic son of a war hero. If you want to get this book, I have a Rini cover of my own. Dude, this one is selling very well. All these covers are great. The Final Fantasy VII homage cover, the Tsukisha Ray cover, the Buzz cover, which has not gotten enough love, but to be fair, it's because it launched later. But the Buzz cover, I'm hoping Buzz can make the closeout stream. And of course, you got the main cover. And if you, not only that, we got tons of rewards, guys. We got right here, this trading card with this art. Everyone gets this Dark Cloud trading card. Everyone gets this right here, a mini print of this art. And then on top of that, let's see. Everyone gets a free sticker because I'm a little late. Everyone gets a free sticker of the Phenomenova logo. And if we pull up the Fun My Comic, of course, right here, the Fun My Comic, we get, you can also get, in addition to the other stuff, you do get a little extra on Fun My Comic. You also get this mini print art right here if you back it on Fun My Comic. This is a Fun My Comic exclusive. And the Buzz cover, because it was launched later, you do have to add it if you get all covers. So that's why I think it hasn't sold as well. You do have to add it if you want to get it. But yeah. And if we hit 20K, which we're almost at 17K, I'm hoping for a big boost as I close out. If we hit 20K, everyone will get one last trading card. Check it out. Right here. One last trading card. So if everyone wants this, you guys have to back it. And like I said, those variant covers are limited. So if you want, if you're like, I don't want to miss out on those covers, make sure you get them. I'm going to give, when she gets the chance, I'll ask her how many comp copies she wants. But I'll give Rini like copies to sell at cons. But that I'm gonna get Tsukisha, I know, is getting some copies. Buzz is getting some copies, but they're probably gonna be, I'm gonna make sure they sell them at a higher price than they were at the campaign, is my plan. So at least $30 or so, maybe more. All right, I'll pull this up. So, all right, let's talk about the worst trading card of all time. Fuck it. Fuck it. I do, by the way, I do still owe you guys that stream where I go through my terrible old videos. I've been putting that off. I'll admit, I've been putting it off. Did he, where the fuck is it? God damn it. Fuck is it? All right, he sent it to me over text. Give me a second. Gotta find the stupid fucking... All right, here we go. Here we go. 1 second. Pulling it up. Second, who's second, Rini? Oh, Tsukisha, is that her replacement? All right, this fucking shit. Here we go. Do I have to, hang on, how do I share it? That's not true. Buzz is not a woman. Also, I am hiring, there's other people I've hired for covers. Oh, yeah, he should hire me. He should hire me. I'm D. James. All right, so here we go. This is the this is a zero trading card. That Bobby, because I was asking him to do serious trading cards, and he did. And then he sent me a TIFF of, this is a TIFF of the trading card that he just sent me because he's I pay him to do my trading cards, and amidst while he's mocking up the last one for me to do, he just sends me this shit. A small Asian lady in a bikini? What are you talking about? So this is this. So this was I was well, I mean, sure, but you know. So this was taken while I was under the influence of alcohol at the time at a bar in New York City. This was during New York Comic Con. We were hanging out with Nick Patera, I believe. I forgot this picture existed. In fact, I'd go as far to say I probably didn't even know this picture existed. Probably didn't want to know this picture existed. But lo and behold, it does. So Vaughn never used my art, even though I told him Vaughn never used my art, even though I told him not to. So what are you complaining about? You told me not to, and I didn't. Goddamn woman. So anyway, trading card by some drunk guy at the bar. It was Bobby took this picture. It was Bobby. Vaughn M. Coleman, aka V-Man, possesses tons of useless info on various characters and properties that nobody cares about. Cypher, Cyclops, etc. Has dog shit taste in girls. That is not true. I never said I hired Dean. Anyway, this is Cap. It has first of all, people do care about Cyclops. I won't refute the Cypher allegation. That part is true. Able to make compelling arguments about things nobody cares about. Truly, the abilities of Vaughn Coleman are something to behold. His passion for forgettable characters is second to none, and he will even occasionally dress up like them for some reason. He also compliments the appearance of his own lips for some odd reason and was once awkwardly hit on by a gay guy at a bar. That part was true. That night at the bar, some guy at New York Comic Con did hit on me, kind of, and I was like, I made it clear like I'm straight, and he was like, "Oh, okay." It was weird. In spite of having blonde hair, Vaughn Coleman is part West African. That is false. I'm not at all. But yeah, there we go. There we go. Now, what is Ali yapping about in the chat? What did I do wrong this time? I always did something wrong. Nobody believes you're straight. I'm D James. Shut up. Ha, you're gay. What do you mean? I'm not. There's just too much shenanigans to keep up with. So you're attractive, but you won't let him simp on you. What shenanigans did I miss? What shenanigans did I miss? Please inform me. All right. Well, listen, Ali, I got to promote your book too. Send me the link to yours. Well, I retweeted it. I'll share yours. You can post yours in the chat too. I'll share it. All right, check out Ali's book. Ali's book, Wild Man. Check it out. Wow. Oh, wait, so this hardcover has been around for a while then. I started reading it on the plane, and then this kid would not stop screaming, would not shut up. And I was like, I can't pay attention. It was on the plane from Heroes Con. And then I forgot to finish it, but I was liking it. Good. Good stuff. So everyone make sure to back this book. Ali not even linking her own book. Wow. Incredible. Yes, I have a few. Buy Wild Man because it's already it exists. I'm uploading a video on Etsy now. Getting it now. All right. isn't the gayest X-Men, second or third. All right, yeah, he's just capping. Cyclops is straight as an arrow until they like at modern comics happen. But then you could argue that with like a lot of people. What? How dare you make fun of me? Of course. The fuck did I just see on my feed? All right. Twitter was a mistake. What's up, Don? We just you missed all the drama. Let's go. Well, really, that was a bad alley accent. Well, it wasn't really meant to be exact. Let's see. What would alley sound like? All right, guys. Hang on. Let me think of it. What? I don't know. I'll think of it. Reenie's easier to impersonate. I gotta think what Allie's is. Dean's easy to impersonate. Allie, I gotta think about. I guess I gotta study the speech patterns. Come up with not worthy effort. All right, well, I do have a show at like 10:30. I'm going to be on Bit and Apple TV again. Yeah. So, what? No, I'm not embarrassed. I needed to, let me cook. Shut the fuck up. All right, guys. Well, on that note, make sure you back Phenomenova if you haven't already. Back a cover. I don't want to hear you guys go, oh, I wasn't able to get the Reedy cover. I wasn't able to get the... I told you they were all limited. So if you got a cover, but you're like, I want a different one, then get it. No excuses. Ridiculous. Gonna put it on Indiegogo and fund my comic in the chat. Boom. And boom. Here we go. Cook, you don't even have the burner on. Yeah, I have the burner on. All right, bye, guys. All right, I'm going to head out. And I'm going to play the trailer for Phenomenova as we head out, as well as this.
Oh, this is gonna be good. You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
When the whole world was dragged into World War III, brave men like my father fought on the front lines. And they weren't alone. That was 20 years ago. Now it's up to us to carry on their legacy. And every so often, the earth from which we come gives way for something new, something greater to be born. And with them, even greater threats to face. Phenomenova. For you, Dad. For you.